Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Live from My House, in my house. I hope that you're all well, enjoying the sunshine and the fact that the world is slowly but surely opening back up. And hopefully it's going to stay that way. But that doesn't mean we can't get together on a Saturday and play some songs. So I've got a great night lined up for you tonight. I'm going to be playing some Tracy Chapman, 3 songs from Eva Cassidy, which essentially is 3 songs from other people because she was basically a covers artist, so that's nice. And I'm going to also be hitting some Joni Mitchell in this week's Songwriters Corner. 3 songs from a year. In yesterday, where you have to guess the year, 2 people have already won a copy of all of my albums and vinyl. And you could be next by simply Googling the year of the songs I play. And of course, a few of my own songs as well. On the subject of which... this is called... Well, see if you can spot it. I'm a shadow of myself, a faded picture from the past, and you're a danger to my health. You're an addiction that won't pass. I am powerless to fight your love. Every time you call me, I should run, but I don't, no I don't, so I'll be yours tonight, if you want, if you want. When the morning light breaks through your window like a fading memory, I am gone, gone, gone. I'm on my way. See, I just can't put you down. There's always one new page to turn, and every time I let your fire go out, new embers start to burn. I am powerless to fight your love. Every time you call me, I should run, but I don't, no I don't, so I'll be yours tonight, if you want, if you want. When the morning light slips through your window like a fading memory, I am gone, I'm gone, gone. Yeah, I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Yeah, I'll be on my way. Yes, I'll be yours tonight from Warren Wood. And funnily enough, the most played song I ever put on the radio. Great song, I think. One of my better ones. The chat's very quiet. I don't know if that's because there's no one there, because there are some people there I can see, or whether... oh, there we are, there's Conair. I was a little bit worried that maybe it wasn't working, but I saw someone popping up on the telly. Of course, remember, if you like the show, or share the show, or leave a tip, you will pop up on my telly here, just like that, just like Lisa has done there. Hello, Lisa. which is nice. A little bit of a way to interact. Yes, Ben, you can have a shout out. Good evening to you. I thought because the sun's out, maybe some of you are still out in the sun, I'd play this old thing. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter now. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and it's alright. Little darling, the smiles returning to their faces. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. But here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and it's alright. Sun, 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 here she comes. Sun, 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 here she comes. Sun, 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 here she comes, here she comes, here she comes. Oh, now, little darling, the ice is slowly melting. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, here comes the sun. It's alright. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. And it's alright. Yes, there are some of you here. I can see that Rob Skelding is in. The Levans are about. Up in Newcastle, apparently it's still raining, according to a man here on YouTube. I have to say that it's been a beautiful day in Sussex. I'm sorry to rub it in. The Lambournes are in. Joe Morton's here, and Claire Haig is asking why I'm drinking water, and I'll tell you. Because you may have heard me banging on and on and on over the weeks about my good friends who live in Switzerland, who've been in lockdown. Well, one of them came over last night, and we had a rather late one, and a rather, lubricated one, so I am resting my liver and other assorted organs for this week. So we have one more warm-up song. Let's see, what can I do for you here? How about... see what you think of this. I haven't played this for a while. We'll do it all, everything on our own. 'Cause we don't need anything or anyone. Now if I lay here, if I just lay here, then would you lie with me and just forget the world? I don't quite know how to say how I feel. 'Cause those three words, they said too much, but not enough. And if I lay here, if I just lay here, then would you lie with me and just forget the world? Forget what we're told before we get too old, and show me a garden that is bursting into life. Oh. Now let's waste time chasing cars around our heads. You see, I need your grace. It reminds me I've got to find my own. But if I lay here, if I just lay here, then would you lie with me and just forget the world? Forget what we're told before we get too old, and show me a garden that is bursting into life. Oh, 'cause all that I am and all that I ever was is here in your perfect eyes. They're all I can see. So let's waste time, we're chasing cars. David Thompson was saying that he had tickets to go and see Snow Patrol on July the 4th, but sadly, obviously, thanks to the nightmare that's unfolded over the last few months, all gigs are off, and that still seems to be the case. Although, I've just had my first booking for a gig for next week, playing at Canary Wharf next Friday outside. So that's really good news. It's the first time I will have played outside of this house in getting on for 4.5 months. But thanks to you lot, the show has gone on, and I've really enjoyed doing these shows. I will keep doing them as long as I can until gigs get so busy that I can't, and then I'll have to do them a little bit less. But for now, we're all good. Now, I am going to do a set of originals for you now. I'm quite excited about this because I've written a new song for the first time in 2.5 years. So that should be fun. And I'll tell you a bit more about that once we get into the other room. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it. A couple of other of my old songs, including Warren Wood for Oliver. If he's in tonight, Ollie, I'm going to play this for you. So yeah, let's get cracking. Oh, my keyboard's run out of battery. Gonna have to go manual. Okay, so this goes out to the Austins. Warren Wood from the album Warren Wood.
Sunrise, I am blinded by your light, but afraid to live in the shade. So eyes open wide, I will run from the night with only your song in my heart, my soul to save. You, my wire and wood. You, my wire and wood. You were my sword, and you were my mirror too. When the pillars of my world came tumbling, crumbling down, I was only a child, but somehow I still knew that you would be my greatest friend, and you would always be around. You, my wire and wood. You, my wire and wood. Oh, people say it's just old ground, you don't have to walk on it now. They'll say it's yesterday's news, so you need to learn to leave it there somehow. Oh, the past is in the past, but it's also in my mind. It's part of who you are, and you can't leave that behind. You, my wire and wood. You, my wire and wood. You, my wire and wood.
So that goes out to Oliver. I don't know if he's in tonight, but if he is, that's for you. Okay, so over to the piano for this one. I get asked to play this a lot. This is Last Love from Out Along the Wire. It goes like this.
Stay by my side. I need to hear your name. Though time has passed, you stay the same. I've got it all worked out. You changed your mind, but I have no doubt. If you could only see it, I know that you believe it. So close your eyes and feel it, and then it would be true. And you could be my last love, the one thing I am sure of. Even if the sky falls down, I know that you could turn it round. You could be my last love, the one thing I am proud of. 'Cause all the good I've done till now has all been down to you somehow. Stay here tonight, 'cause I need to hear you breathe. Most memories fade, but yours never leave. If you could only see it, then I know that you believe it. So close your eyes and feel it, and then it would be true. And you could be my last love, the one thing I am sure of. Even if the sky falls down, I know that you could turn it round. You could be my last love, the one thing I am proud of. 'Cause all the good I've done till now, it's all been out of you somehow. Ooh, 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 If you could only see it, I know that you believe it. So close your eyes and feel it, and then it would be true. And you could be my last love, the one thing I am sure of. Even if the sky falls down, I know that you could turn it round. 'Cause you could be my last love, the one thing I am proud of. 'Cause all the good I've done till now has all been out of you somehow. Stay here tonight.
Last Love. All right. So this is going to be fun, a little something new. I've written a new song, and only wrote this yesterday, so it's still very much a demo. Like learning any song, you know, I only just know it because it only came into being yesterday, but I'm really proud of it. It's a song called Daedalus, or Daedalus, depending on your pronunciation, who of course was the father of Icarus, and he was a very wise man, Daedalus. He made the maze in which the Minotaur lived, which obviously was a sort of a curse that he had to do that, and that was eventually slain. And then he and his son escaped from a tower, his son Icarus, and he warned him not to fly too close to the sun, and we all know how that ended up, with a great story and a very fine painting. But this is about Daedalus as a sort of figure of wisdom and as a sort of symbol of science, and it's kind of a reflection on everything that's going on in the world with relation to sort of anti-science and the idea that we don't need to think about anything anymore. We can just follow our gut instincts and our most base instincts, and that'll work out okay. And au contraire, mon frère. So anyway, enough preamble. This is Daedalus, and yes, Frank, it is the 11th of July right now, and it is 8:30 or 9:25. So this is completely live. Okay, Daedalus.
I've been watching you. Man, you make it look easy to rise up and play your part. But I'm just a boy in a maze of men who goes to ground when the fighting starts. My coward's heart. I don't know where I am without you to lean on. I'm flying straight towards the sun without reason. You're the only voice inside my head I can trust. Data. You're my only way out from the tower I'm trapped in. The voice of reason and sanity. Just look at them running down there. The king's got them all so scared. It only takes an idea to bring them to their knees. Now chance would be a fine thing. They don't know where they are without you to lead them. They're flying straight into the sun and calling it freedom. You're the only voice inside my head I can trust. Data. We've got ourselves into. How you even knew you saw it coming. They're so smart. It did for us. Forgive us.
So I hope you enjoyed that one. That's a new one, Daedalus. Let's go back to the chat. All right, so I don't know what happened there with my intros. The last thing I do every week, and I never get them right. Alex said, fantastic song, love it. Paul said, lovely. Alice says, fabulous. Well, thank you. A little bit of work to do on it, and obviously we'll get Mr. Levan on production duties and someone who can play piano better than I can. And my friend John Hayward over the road, who is an amazing string arranger, does music for the Olympics and all that kind of stuff, is going to do strings on the album, I hope. So it should be quite a big album. I hope it's going to be a big, epic album. Strings and big Pink Floyd-y guitars, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, big. Go big. So that's Daedalus. Who knows? Maybe it'll be an album of Greek mythological characters. But that's the first one. Obviously, there's also Every Time I Dance With You. And I wrote a song called Soar, which if you YouTube, you can find that as well. So three out of about 12. So I'm about a quarter of the way there. But I hadn't written a new song in just over 2 years. So, yeah, I mean, I've spoken about that quite a bit. But I sort of fell out of love with writing a bit after the last record. Felt like, I'd written 38 songs or something. Just sort of ran out of things to say. And what I've realised is I've run out of things to say about me. But I have quite a lot to say about other stuff. Like, for example, the loss of reason in modern society, which is a crazy and scary prospect. Anyway, let's move on. This week I am diving into 3 songs by an artist who's endlessly rewarded me. I think I owe her some money because back when I was busking, Tracy Chapman songs were basically the best money earner you could play. And, oh yeah, sorry, just as an aside, Danny Curtis just said, one more for the road. Yeah, that can go on the next album, no doubt. Yeah, that won't be epic, will it? That'll be a foot tap and a beer type job. Anyway, yeah, so Tracy Chapman, I definitely owe her a few quid. So we're going to dive into 3 of her best love songs tonight. So I hope you enjoy this. This is Tracy Chapman, Singled Out. Which is not what the title said. You can't win them all, but you can lose them all. Just going to quickly tune up after Warren Wood. Do keep the chat coming in, I love it. Love seeing what you have to say. Not convinced. Proof it's live. It's 20 to 9 and I'm tuning a guitar in my living room with Tracy. She's popped in. Now I love an awful lot of Tracy Chapman songs. But this was the first one I ever learned. I can remember playing this on a 3/4 size guitar in my parents' car, driving on holiday somewhere. Must have done their head in. But anyway, they seemed to enjoy it at the time. It's very hot in here again tonight. Okay. As made famous by Boyzone, but we're going to forget about that. Concentrate on the original. This is called Baby Can I Hold You.
Sorry is all that you can say. We got years gone by and still words don't come easily. Like sorry, like sorry. Forgive me is all that you can say. We got years gone by, yet still words don't come easily. Like forgive me, forgive me. Oh, but you can say, baby, baby, can I hold you tonight? And maybe if I told you the right words, oh, at the right time, then you'd be mine. I love you is all that you can say. We got years gone by, yet still words don't come easily. Like I love you, I love you. Oh, but you can say, baby, baby, can I hold you tonight? Maybe if I told you the right words, oh, at the right time, then you'd be mine. You'd be mine. Oh, but you can say, baby, baby, can I hold you tonight? Maybe if I told you the right words, oh, at the right time, then you'd be mine. Then you'd be mine. Then you'd be mine.
Yes, I remember learning that very well from the CD and getting Mum to rewind it back to the beginning again so that I could have a listen to the chords. So the next one I'm going to do by Tracy Chapman is talking about a revolution. Billy Bragg didn't like this song. He said it was a revolution for nobody. I'm not sure about that. I think it's a pretty great song. And the album, Tracy Chapman, that it's on is just like stunning beginning to end, really, isn't it? So, I mean, no offence to Billy Bragg, but I'd rather listen to that than most of his album. Anyway, this is talking about revolution.
Don't you know we're talking about a revolution? Sounds like a whisper. Don't you know we're talking about a revolution? The poor people gonna rise up, gonna take their share. Poor people gonna rise on up, gonna take what's theirs, gonna take their share. And don't you know you better run, 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 run. Don't you know you better run, 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 run. You better run on, 'cause finally the tables are starting to turn. I'm talking about a revolution, well, it's finally the tables are starting to turn. Talking about a revolution, hold on now. Don't you know we're all talking about a revolution, like a whisper. Don't you know we're talking about a revolution? Sounds like a whisper. Now they're standing in the welfare lines, looking in the eyes of those armies of salvation there, wasting time in the unemployment lines, looking around, just waiting for a promotion. Now, don't you know we're all talking about a revolution? Sounds like a whisper. Don't you know we're talking about a revolution, where the poor people gonna rise up, gonna take what's theirs. Poor people gonna rise on up, gonna take their share, gonna get what's theirs. Don't you know you better run, 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 run. Don't you know you better run, 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 run. Talking about a revolution. Don't you know we're talking about a revolution, and it sounds like a whisper. Don't you know we're talking about a revolution, about a revolution. Yeah.
All right, so thank you very much, Buck Rogers. Buck Rogers tipped the show. Minnie Clint is dancing. Hello, Minnie Clint. Hello. If I was more famous, that would probably become a meme. Anyway, next song from Tracy. There she is. She's in the shed. Tonight is her most famous song. I've been covering this for years and years and years and years and years. This is probably, this and Leonard Cohen, Hallelujah, probably the two songs that paid my bills when I was a full-time busker back in the day. So I have a very fond affection for this song.
You got a fast car, and I need a ticket to anywhere. Maybe we can make a deal. Maybe together we can get somewhere. 'Cause anywhere is better when you're starting from zero, got nothing to lose. Maybe we'll get somewhere, but me, myself, I got nothing to prove. You got a fast car, and I got a plan to get us out of here. I've been working at the convenience store. I've managed to save just a little bit of money. We wouldn't have to drive too far, just across the border and into the city. Maybe we can both get jobs and finally find what it means to be living. See, my old man's got a problem. When you live with the bottle, that's the way it is. Said his body's too old for working. Said your body's too young to look like this. Now mama, she up and she left him, 'cause she wanted more from life than he could give. Said someone's gotta take care of him. So I quit school and that's what I did. And I remember when we were driving in your car. Speed so fast, I feel like I was drunk. The city lights lay out before us. Arms felt nice wrapped around my shoulder, and I had a feeling like I belonged. I had a feeling I could be someone, could be someone, could be someone. Got a fast car, go cruising late at night to entertain ourselves, but you still haven't got a job. I've been working in the market at the checkout now, and I know things will get better, 'cause you'll get a job and I'll get promoted, and we'll move out of the shelter. We'll buy a bigger house and live in the suburbs. Got a fast car, I've got a job that'll pay the bills. You've been drinking late at the bar. You spend more time in there than you do with your kids now. I always hoped for better, and I thought together maybe we could find it. I've got no plans, I'm going nowhere. Now take your fast car and keep on driving. 'Cause I remember when we were driving in your car. Speed so fast, I felt like I was drunk. The city lights lay out before us. Arms felt nice wrapped around my shoulder, and I had a feeling like I belonged. I had a feeling I could be someone. Said I had a feeling like I belonged. I had a feeling I could be someone, could be someone, could be someone. Oh, anyone with you. fast car, fast enough so we can fly away. But you've gotta make a decision to leave tonight or live and die this way. Leave tonight or live and die this way. Leave tonight or live and die this way.
Great song. That's Tracy Chapman. I hope you enjoyed that. All right, so next up we're going to do Songwriters Corner. This week, honestly, one of my favourite songs ever written. So much so that really I'm sort of a bit loath to cover it. But hey, got to do something. It might as well be this. It's a song by Joni Mitchell, the grand dame of sort of great songwriting. Obviously a sort of contemporary of loads of people I love, like the band and Neil Young and Bob Dylan. And there's a couple, I know across all of her work, there's an awful lot of it, but I particularly love this song. And I particularly love it because the imagery is just so clever. The sort of central conceit of the song, it's called Both Sides Now, is about the idea that you can, it's sort of the idea of falling out of love with things. So you have this sort of romantic notion of what something is, whether it be clouds or love or life or whatever. And then eventually, as you get older, you see it in a different way. And it's just magnificent. She actually wrote it when she was quite young. And the original recording of it is fine. But I particularly love the revisit she did, produced by her husband, Larry Klein. And I think it was in about 2010. She did a sort of orchestrated version of lots of her songs. And I think the record's called Both Sides Now, funnily enough. And the string arrangements are by a guy called Vince Mendoza, who is a phenomenal arranger. And it's just killer. If you fancy something to listen to after this tonight, I very much recommend going and digging out that record. It's really good. There's a particularly good version of this song on it. So here's my humble version of it. This is Both Sides Now by Joni Mitchell. I hope you enjoy this. Still not the right title screen. I don't know what's happened with those tonight. I must have exported them wrongly. Anyway, you live and learn. You live and learn. Okay.
Bows and flows of angel hair, an ice cream cannon in the air, and feather canyons everywhere. I've looked at clouds that way, but now they only block the sun. They rain and snow on everyone. So many things I could have done, but clouds got in my way. I've looked at clouds from both sides now, from up and down, but still somehow it's clouds' illusions that I recall. I really don't know clouds at all. Moons and Junes and Ferris wheels, the crazy dancing way that you feel when every fairy tale comes real. I've looked at love that way, but now it's just another show. You keep 'em laughing as you go, and if you care, don't let 'em know. Don't give yourself away. I've looked at love from both sides now, from give and take, but still somehow it's love's illusions that I recall. Oh, I really don't know love at all. Tears and fears and feeling proud to say I love you right out loud. Dreams and schemes and circus crowds. I've looked at life that way, but now old friends, they're acting strange. They shake their heads and tell me that I've changed. Well, something's lost, but something's gained from living every day. I've looked at life from both sides now, from win and lose, but still somehow it's life's illusions that I recall. I really don't know life. I really don't know life at all. Doesn't get much better than that as songwriting goes. In my humble opinion, it's really very, very good. Let's see if the title tracks are correct to get out of the Joni Mitchell section. Nope. Absolutely not. Let's see how everyone's doing in the chat. Thank you very much, everyone who had nice things to say about that song. You know, it's a bit like trying to, I mean, it's kind of uncoverable, isn't it, really? But I hope that you enjoyed it. Who's in here tonight? Who have we got? I don't think it's coming up on my screen at the moment, so I'll check in with it in a minute. We are getting close to the time where we do yesterday. Now, this week, I have to admit, being a little unprepared for yesterday, so I had to dig around on the years of the songs. Those of you who've already entered, you will know that week one we did 1995. That was a good year. We had Wonderwall in there. And then in week two, it was 1970. Two people had packages go out today with all three of my CDs and a vinyl in there. So it costs nothing to take part. You just go to tristanmackay.com here tonight. You can do it at the end, or you can do it now while I'm yabbering a load of rubbish. And you can enter for this week's competition. Now, this week, I haven't really prepared any songs, but I've got a year in mind. So I'm going to have to slightly blag this. And I hope it's okay. So the first song is one we've visited before. So let me see if I can do this one. Yeah. Little
Rhodes sound going on here. That's what we need for this. Bit of electric piano. Like a... bit of funk in that. All right, here we go. Just realised I've forgotten something. Oh no, I'm going to do it in a minute. All the gear and no idea.
When the it's raining. Players only love you when they're playing. Women, they will come and they will go. When the rain washes you clean, you know. You know.
Okay, so that's song number 1, Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. Came out in this particular year. I can tell you it was a good year for music. There were some good tracks. One of the tracks that came out is this. I remember seeing these guys live at a festival. And when they came off, they walked straight into dressing gowns, which is how you do it. And straight onto the bus. A little slower, I think.
Well, here we are and here we are and here we go. All aboard and we're hitting the road. Here we go, rocking all over the world. Well, now giddy up and get away. We're going crazy and we're going today. Here we go, rocking all over the world. Well, I like it, I like it, I like it, I like it, la 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 like it, la 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 like. Here we go, rocking all over the world. Rocking all over the world. Yeah, I like it, I like it, I like it, I like it. La 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 like it, la 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 like. Here we go, rocking all over the world.
There's like a solo in there, boom. I decided to spare you that. As I say, I haven't really practiced these yesterday's songs this week. It's a great segment, but it's a lot of work. So I have to learn 3 songs from the same year for the sake of a competition. You know, it's just, it's good, but it's just the hardest one to get done. So, right, the other song I thought I'd do for you. This is kind of songs from the internet. I'm cheating a little bit here because I don't really know these, but this is the last song from this year. Do you know the year? If you know the year these songs came out, which is not that difficult, you just Google them, then you can go to tristanmackay.com and there's a little button and it says enter the competition for yesterday. You can join the previous 2 winners, get yourself a free copy of all my records. And you know, maybe a note from me as well saying thanks. If that's something you're into.
Didn't know what day it was when you walked into the room. I said hello, unnoticed, and you said goodbye too soon. Breezing through the clientele, spinning yarns that were so lyrical. I really must confess right here that the attraction was purely physical. I took all of those habits of yours, which in the beginning were hard to accept. Your fashion sense forbids sleep prints I put down to experience. The big bosom lady with a Dutch accent who tried to change my point of view. Her ad-lib lines were well rehearsed, but my heart poured out for you. You're in my heart, you're in my soul. You'll be my breath when I grow old. You are my lover, you're my best friend. You're in my soul. My love for you is immeasurable. My respect for you immense. Your ageless, timeless lace and fineness, your beauty and elegance. You're a rhapsody, a comedy, you're a symphony and a play. You're every love song ever written, but honey, what do you see in me? You're in my heart, you're in my soul. You'll be my breath should I grow old. You are my lover, you're my best friend. You're in my soul. You're an essay in glamour, please pardon the grammar, but you're every schoolboy's dream. You're Celtic United, but baby, I've decided you're the best team I've ever seen. And there have been many, many affairs. Many times I've thought to leave, but I bite my lip and I turn around, 'cause you're the warmest thing I've ever found. You're in my heart, you're in my soul. You'll be my breath should I grow old. You are my lover, you're my best friend. You're in my soul. You're in my heart, you're in my soul. You'll be my breath should I grow old. You are my lover, you're my best friend. You're in my soul.
Good old Rod. I bet he spent this lockdown with his model railway, chilling out, probably with some blondes hanging around. I hear he's quite short. Hasn't held him back though, has it? So that's Rod Stewart. So there are 3 songs tonight. You've got Rod Stewart, You're in My Heart, Fleetwood Mac, Dreams, and in the middle there, I forget what I played in the middle. There was something else. Oh yeah, Status Quo, Rocking All Over the World. They all came out in 1 year. All you need to do is go to tristanmackay.com, click on the button, enter, type in the year, type in your email address, and you too could be getting a free copy of all my records, which you probably already have. But anyway, we'll try and, sex up the prizes a little bit as we move forward, but have some of those records so it works. Okay, the last section tonight that we're going to do, I'm really looking forward to this. We are doing 3 songs in Connect Tunes. It used to be called Blues Connections, but then I realised that it was hamstringing my progress a little bit through artists. So the idea is 3 songs, and the artist from the next week is connected to the last song of the one this week. So last week it was Fleetwood Mac, hence why you've heard Dreams before, and that led into Eva Cassidy because she covered Songbird. So we're going to start with Songbird and then two other songs by Eva Cassidy, one which doesn't go anywhere and one which will lead us on to next week's Connect Tunes artist. Here we go. This is Connect Tunes.
For you, there'll be no cry. For you, the sun will be shining, 'cause I feel that when I'm with you, it's alright. I know it's right. For you, I would give the world. For you, oh, I could never be cold, 'cause I feel that when I'm with you, it's alright. I know it's right. And the songbirds keep singing like they know the score. And I love you, I love you, I love you like never before, like never before. For you, there'll be no crying. For you, the sun will be shining, 'cause I feel that when I'm with you, it's alright. I know it's right. And the songbirds keep singing like they know the score. And I love you, I love you, I love you like never before. And the songbirds keep singing like they know the score. Oh, and I love you, I love you, I love you like never before, like never before, like never before. Yeah, it's a Chrissy McVeigh song, Songbird. It's beautiful. And of course, it's one of the songs that Eva Cassidy covered. Now, Eva Cassidy is a really interesting artist, because I'd never heard of her, like most people in the UK, until Terry Wogan did one of his, I found a really nice female singer things on Radio 2.
And there was this whole world of great covers, and she became huge over here for a while. And of course, she died very young, which is very, very sad. And most of her recordings are not really great recordings. But if you look on YouTube now, there's some brilliant live gigs of hers that are really worth watching. And I think, in a way, those live videos actually communicate her music better than the audio recordings. But that's just me. So again, if you've got time after listening to Joni Mitchell, Both Sides Now, of which there is also an amazing live version with the orchestra, would check out the live stuff versions of Eva Cassidy as well. Also, did anybody check out Bloggertech, which is my recommendation for great music gigs? If you haven't seen them yet, Bloggertech, the French spelling on YouTube, really great music videos. Okay, so let's do another one that Eva Cassidy covered. This one is by somebody whose songs I don't play all that often. And it is a rather lovely song. This is called Fields of Gold. You'll remember me when the west wind moves upon the fields of barley. You'll forget the sun in his jealous skies as we walk in fields of gold. So she took her love for to gaze a while upon the fields of barley. In his arms she fell as her hair came down among the fields of gold. Will you stay with me? Will you be my love? Among the fields of barley, we'll forget the sun and his jealous skies as we walk in fields of gold. See the west wind move like a lover's soul upon the fields of barley. Feel her body rise when you kiss her mouth among the fields of gold. I never made promises like these, but I know that there are some that I have broken. But I swear in the days still left, we will walk in fields of gold. Many years have passed since those summer days among the fields of barley. See the children run as the sun goes down among the fields of gold. You'll remember me when the west wind moves among the fields of barley, and you can tell the sun in his jealous skies when we walked in fields of gold. And I never made promises like these. Yes, I know that there are some that I have broken, but I swear in the days still left,
We will walk in fields of gold. We will walk in fields of gold. We will walk in fields of gold. He has written a few belters, hasn't he? He's written some beautiful songs, Sting, I have to say. It's a great song. And sort of very coverable, like they're really nice to play. Somebody said, who said that? Oh, Stuart Burns said, just added Fields of Gold to the cover album's Wanna Hear. Yeah, I do like playing it. And it's great. And David says not too many of us in here tonight. David, actually, it's probably a little bit illusory. There's about 130 of you. You can't. You will only see the room you're in, and there's 2 Facebook rooms and 1 YouTube room. So don't panic. We're not on our own. Not as many as when we started these gigs, but people are back out again now, aren't they, and doing stuff. So that's why. This next song I'm going to play for you now is an absolute cracker, and leads into next week's Connect Tunes. It's a tune by Curtis Mayfield, and it's just 4 chords, round and round and round. It came out in 1965. It was a single for him, a hit record, and it's just so cool. I'm going to do this, try and do this on the loop, the new loop thing. We'll see if it works. Let me just check my tempo. I hope you'll agree that about 88 is probably about right. Let's do 79. Feel a bit more of a groove. Okay. See if you can spot this one. Hey, now. Hey, now. People get ready, there's a train coming. You don't need no baggage, you just get on board. All we need is faith to hear the diesels humming. 'Cause there's no hiding place in the thicket of the road. Yeah, now. People get ready, there's a train to Jordan, picking up passengers from coast to coast. Faith is the key, open up the doors and board them. 'Cause there's hope for us all among those loved the most. Oh. People get ready, there's a train coming. You don't need no tickets, you just get on board. All you need is faith to hear the diesel humming. 'Cause you don't need no ticket to thank the Lord. There ain't no room for the hopeless sinner. Would hurt all mankind just to save his own. Have pity on those whose chances grow thinner. There's no hiding place from the kingdom's throne. So people get ready, there's a train coming. You don't need no ticket, you just get on board. All you need is faith to hear the diesels humming. 'Cause there's no ticket needed, you just thank the Lord, thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. Just thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. Ah. People get ready, there's a train coming. Don't need no baggage, you just get on board. All you need is faith to hear the diesels humming. There's no hiding place in the kingdom of the Lord. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Now that is a song. Absolutely great fun to play. Thanks again for joining in. Let's get back to the chat room and have a little chat before we go. And of course, we've got one more for the road as well. Yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed that. That was great. Absolutely none of the titles are right tonight. I just don't know what's happened. Thank you again to everyone who's joined in tonight. I know there's a few less of us this weekend. Next week will be the last one on a Saturday. I'm going to move them to another day. I know I've mentioned this before, but it'll either be a weekday, like a Thursday night is possible, or a Friday night. As people get busier and busier and we start going out, you know, the time when you want to be in for an acoustic gig is changing. So I'll still do these shows, but I'll do them either on a weekday night or a Friday night, which is kind of a weekday night, I suppose. Maybe even a Sunday night. Let me know in the next week or two which days work best for you guys, because this is who I do it for. And if you've enjoyed the show, as always, I know you're amazing supporters, and I can't thank you enough. You make doing this possible every week. Any tip is gratefully received, because these gigs are completely free. If you would have bought a ticket to come and see it, or you haven't watched something on Amazon Prime tonight because you've been watching this instead, then I'd be very grateful. It's very, very easy to do. I get thank you every week. So I really do appreciate it. Okay, so it's time for one more for the road. Ooh. Don't forget to take part in yesterday as well. Few prizes to give away. And one more for the road goes like this.
One more for the road before I go. One more for the road before I go. 'Cause you're the only friends I've ever known. Let's have one more for the road. One for all the friends I've left behind. One for all the friends I've left behind. Sometimes life can treat you so unkind. Let's have one more for the road.
All together now.
One more for the road before I go. One more for the road before I go. 'Cause you're the only friends I've ever known. Let's have one more for the road.
And I don't think it'll be long before you will be able to see me on the road. I'm hoping that I can get out and tour early next year, come and see you all in person. And maybe we'll even try and do so that we can stream it live as well. So we'll do live from my house, at your house, or in a venue near you. Until then, big love to all of you. Take it easy out there. Don't get too carried away with all the good news. Stay safe. And I'll see you next week. Bye now.